Welcome to the Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum Fundamentals. These video tutorials provide an introduction to the features you'll use and the workflow you'll follow to create your own high-quality home movies, corporate videos, wedding memories, and more. These videos feature Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum Edition, but most of this information works exactly the same way in Vegas Movie Studio Standard Edition, so no matter which version you own, these tutorials will have you up and running in no time. Let's start with a tour through the software interface. When you first start Vegas Movie Studio Platinum, you'll see the Show Me How dialog box. It's full of links to interactive tutorials that demonstrate key features of the application. If you don't want this box to reopen every time you start the application, deselect the Show It Startup checkbox, and then close the dialog box. You can always access this again later. To do so, click the Show Me How button in the toolbar. At the top of the Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum Edition window, you'll see the menus and buttons that provide access to many of the editing features. You'll learn more about these as we go along. Below the button bar, the time display shows the current position of the cursor in your project. This information comes in handy as you edit. Right now, your time display probably reads all zeros, as shown here. In a moment, you'll see that change. Directly below the time display, the track header area holds the buttons and controls for each individual track in your project. Tracks hold the media, video, pictures, titles, voices, music, and such that you use to create your project. Vegas Movie Studio starts with 3 video and 3 audio tracks already in place. The uppermost tracks are the video tracks labeled Text, Video Overlay, and Video. Below them are the 3 audio tracks labeled Voice, Music, and Sound Effects. To the right of the track list, the large gray area represents the timeline. Here, you'll add media to your project and perform your edits. Most of the work you do in Vegas Movie Studio takes place right here. The time ruler along the top of the timeline lets you quickly see roughly where you are in your project. The formats of the time ruler and the time display match. By default, they show the time in hours, minutes, seconds, and video frames. Click anywhere in the timeline area. A flashing cursor jumps to the point where you clicked. Also, the time display updates to show you the precise location of the cursor. Below the track header and timeline areas is the window docking area. To the left, there are several tabbed windows, some currently visible, others not. Use the Explorer window to navigate through your computer drives to locate the media files that you want to add to your project. Adjacent to the tabbed area is the Mixer window, which you use for monitoring and controlling your audio. It contains the Master Bus, which consists essentially of a pair of meters and a stereo volume fader that raises and lowers the output level of your project's audio tracks. As you build your project, you'll watch it in the Video Preview window. The window is black right now because you have yet to add any video to your project. Generally, the Video Preview window shows the video that exists at the frame that corresponds to the current cursor location. You can move windows from the window docking area and place them as floating windows anywhere on your computer screen, or for that matter, on a second screen if you have a dual monitor setup. For instance, drag the Video Preview window by the 6 vertical dots on the upper left side. When you get far enough away from the window docking area, a title bar appears above the window. Release the mouse button to position the window to float above the Vegas workspace. To move the window again, drag it by its title bar and place it where you want it. Finally, drag the Video Preview window back to its original location. When you get close enough to the window docking area that the title bar disappears, release the mouse button and the window docks again. You can move, undock, and redock for other windows in the window docking area the same way. This enables you to customize your workspace as you please.